myself. Oh no, give me that cell. Oh, I gotta go like Cobain. 8 years to the grave, gone insane. My blood got propane. How you gon' go and throw my name with shame? Already cross-faded, making it to the disco. I hate it, and you know how this goes. You framed it, picture painted in my room. This that real life shit, not on Zoom. Got the scene in it.
Make sure you're subscribed to JerCrispy.
What's up, y'all? It shows the most JerCrispy. We're back on another video. The time Jim Carrey find out his life was just one big TV show episode. The Truman Show. Back change. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow all social media. It's gonna be on the screen. On the road to 500. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's time for some more peek. Imagine you wake up every morning, brush your teeth, kiss your wife, head to work, and the whole time millions of people are watching you do it. Not because you're famous, not because you're an influencer like Casanet, but because your entire life is secretly a TV show. That's the Truman Show. The movie kicks off like it's a documentary. Random people are on camera talking about one guy, Truman Burbank, like he's the most inspirational man alive. You've got his best friend, Marlon, his wife, Meryl, and then the puppet master himself, Christoph, a dude in a beret who sounds like he's narrating a perfume commercial. And here's the twist. Truman has no clue his life is being staged. Everyone else, they've known from day one. Truman lives in...
Mind you, I know we watched this already with Derby, but it's something different because some people got different looks at, of it. So, yeah.
Sea Haven, a picture perfect beach town that looks like it's straight out of a postcard. Every house is spotless, every lawn is trimmed, and every person smiles just a little too much for me. It's basically Pleasantville, but with hidden cameras in every lamp.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape.
Mirror and mailbox. And Truman, he's the star of the show, the only one in a world full of actors. His daily routine is so polished, it feels scripted. He steps out of his house every morning with the signature line, "Good morning." And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. He's polite, cheerful, and genuinely happy in this mug, or at least he thinks he is. Neighbors wave right on cue. A pair of twins accidentally bump into him just to hold him against an ad billboard. And even traffic seems to clear the second he needs to cross the street. Everything's working just a little too perfect. Then a glitch in the matrix. Out of nowhere, a giant stage light falls from the sky and smashes onto the street. It's labeled Sirius, like the star, because apparently they couldn't take that mug back to the ceiling. People rush in with cones and excuses, claiming it's just air traffic debris. And Truman buys it. Kind of. You can see the suspicion start.
Yeah, man. I am lying to you. If that stuff start falling out of the air, I think we might be low-key dead ass. Like so Illuminati shit. We might be in the Matrix. Like that. If we just start seeing stuff falling down in the sky, stuff like that, I'm gonna say, look, we in the Matrix, bro. But I don't know. We might just be in the Matrix, for real.
The growth. From that moment on, Truman notices more and more cracks in this perfect picture world. The radio in his car randomly cuts to a channel where he hears the people tracking his moves. Okay, he's turning left. Cue the bus now. He freezes. The whole town moves like they're on script. And suddenly, he's not just suspicious. He's watching the world watch him. And just when he starts questioning everything, his wife Meryl hits him with the wildest product placement in history. The woman is straight up selling kitchen cocoa in the middle of an argument. He's losing his freaking mind, and she's smiling at the cupboards like, doesn't that taste great? Truman's like, who are you talking to? And the mask slips for a second. You realize even his marriage is fake, built to keep him calm and distracted. The last piece of the puzzle is his best friend Marlon. Whenever Truman spirals, Marlon shows up with a beer in perfect timing, dropping
bringing a beer and doing some crazy whack stuff. And then they were showing about like how his high school and all that other stuff was. So my dog been getting monitored since he was a little kid. That boy more famous than Consonant, Mr. Beast, and freaking who was the other richest person besides those two? And I Show Speed. Dead ass.
And these corny lines like, you know you can trust me, right? But that's the trick, because when your whole life is scripted, even your best friend is reading off a teleprompter. By the end of the first act, Truman's starting to wake up and the world around him is looking less like a town and more like a stage. And the second you start to look for cracks, you can't unsee them. So now Truman's clocking all the weird tea going on in Sea Haven. Like he's sitting in traffic and suddenly every car starts moving like it's in perfect choreography. The second he stops walking, the extras freeze. The second he turns around, they scatter like cockroaches when the lights come on. Sea Haven ain't a town. It's a giant group project where everyone's hoping Truman doesn't notice they're winging it. And what do you do when your life feels fake? You try to get out. Truman randomly decides, let's go on a road trip, honey. Spontaneous, right? No bags packed, no notice. He grabs Meryl, hops in the car, and just drives. And that's when the producers start panicking in this mug. Suddenly, the random radio announces a nuclear plant meltdown blocking the road ahead. A whole meltdown just happens to occur right when Truman wants to leave.
Right.
Are you freaking for real? He keeps on trying. 1 minute it's a traffic jam that appears out of nowhere. Next minute it's cops setting up a chemical.
Nah, come on now. Ain't no way, son. You telling me a car could go through this? But that was nothing but grass over here. And this was nothing but grass over here. So you telling me your car was going through all these type of grasses and stuff. Shoom. It was 1, 2, 3. This road. That's grass. These part right here is grass. Now look and watch how they about to pull off.
1 minute it's a traffic
Ain't no way, bro.
jam that appears out of nowhere. Next minute it's cops setting up a chemical spill. The whole world is gaslighting him with improv excuses. And Truman, he's getting angrier and funnier at the same time. He's like, sure, fine, nuclear meltdown. Happens all the time. Let's turn left then. Oh wait, a fire. What a coincidence. The whole thing feels like the universe is punking him. But the scariest obstacle? Bridges? But remember, as a kid, they gave him trauma. These fools done staged his dad's death in a boating accident so he'd never want to cross water. Now every time Truman gets near a bridge, he has a full-on panic attack. It's the producer's built-in fence, like a dog collar. But instead of zapping him, it hits him with a childhood PTSD. Evil, but effective, I can't lie. Still, the man's determined. He tries buses, but of course the bus breaks down the second he buys a ticket. He tries flights, but the counter agent hits him with the, we're all booked for the month, Truman. A month?
That's crazy.
Ain't nobody flying to Fiji in the 90s that consistently.
Right.
It's sabotage, plain and simple. And this is where the paranoia really sets in. Truman starts testing people. He stands in the street and watches traffic loop. He pretends to walk one way, then doubles back. And boom, extras are sprinting the reset positions like they're in a video game glitch. The paranoia turns hilarious when he noticed the same lady jogging past him 3 times in one morning. He's like, yep, definitely the Matrix. Meanwhile, Meryl is hanging on by a thread. Her entire marriage is a job, and Truman's not reading the script anymore. He corners her in the kitchen, ranting about how everything is fake, and she panics so hard, she just launches into another ad, like full-on infomercial voice. Why don't we have a nice mococo? It's rich and delicious. Girl is selling hot chocolate mid-breakdown. If my shawty hit me with a commercial jingle while I was having an existential crisis, divorce papers would have been signed right then and there.
You ain't lying. That's why I would not get married. I promise you.
Truman snaps on her junk too. He grabs her hand like, who are you talking to, girl?
And mind you, this is the second time he did this. Ain't nobody, she didn't bring out a character or nothing. This is probably, she's gonna bring out a character sooner or later.
For the first time, she breaks character and screams, somebody help me. That's when Marlon magically appears with his beer, perfectly timed again, trying to calm Truman down. But at this point, you can tell Truman's done. He doesn't trust Meryl, he doesn't trust Marlon, and honestly, he doesn't even trust his own toaster. By now, Truman's not just suspicious, he's plotting, and once a man starts plotting, you already know the producers are sweating bullets in their control room. So now Truman's paranoia is maxed out. He's not just side-eyeing the neighbors anymore, He's fully convinced this universe is rigged, and honestly, he's right. Now Christoph, the man behind the curtain, he's done. He's panicking. He's in this massive control room, God mode headset on, and running 5,000 cameras, barking orders at stage managers like he's producing the Super Bowl halftime show. But no matter how many times they try to reset Truman with distractions, the guy just keeps getting smarter. Truman starts doing wild experiments. He's walking through town zigzagging like he's trying to break an NBA press defense. He ducks into buildings, fake turns, then pops a back door just to see who's following him. And wouldn't you know it, the same people keep circling him like NPCs programmed with only 3 lines of code. Dude sees the same guy with flowers twice on one block. And then comes the elevator stunt. Truman sneaks into an office building, pushes the button, and instead of an elevator shaft, it's a break room. Stagehands drinking coffee. He catches them mid-donut, like deer in a headlight. They slam the panel shut, but it's too late. Truman's face is pure gotcha. Of course, everyone gaslights him again. Oh, sir, that's restricted. No elevators today. Bro just saw a boom mic in the corner. Don't tell him it's just maintenance. At home, things.
So basically, everybody getting paid to act. Yeah, that dude must got some motion. He must got a lot of motion to be doing all this. Cause ain't no way you should have that much motion to be doing all this, bro. And then you stalking this one guy. What is this one guy doing? Like, that's wow. It's just shocking. Like, ain't no way, bro.
Start to collapse with him and Meryl too. Truman now is fully cooked, corners her in the kitchen with this look like, tell me the truth. She starts freaking out and grabs a kitchen knife, screaming for help. Totally off script, by the way. And who shows up? Marlon, always with the 6-pack, always with the same, trust me, Truman, line. But this time, it's not enough. Truman's eyes are screaming, you're lying to me. And here's where Christoph pulls the dirtiest move yet. He actually brings Truman's dead father back into the story.
I was just gonna say that. Ain't his dad like popped up out of nowhere, but they put him as a crackhead?
Who drowned in that boating accident. They dress him in rags and plant him on the street as a random homeless man, hoping Truman just buys it. Truman sees him, sprints through the crowd screaming, Dad! And just when they're about to meet, security tackles the man and drags him away. They hit Truman with the, oh no, sorry sir, wrong person. Wrong person? That was literally his dad's face. At this point, Truman crashing out. He flipping into a full-on rebellion. He doesn't care about playing nice anymore. He's sneaking around, watching patterns, plotting escape. He even hits Meryl with one of the coldest lines. If this is real, then why doesn't anything ever happen? And the way the set keeps stuttering around him proves him right. By now, even the audience watching
ain't sooner or later the girl say, we should have a baby and stuff like that and blah, 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 blah. And he was like reading along with it, and he was like, yeah. Whole time, chick did not want to have baby with this nigga. Whole time.
Show inside the movie is rooting for Truman to wake up. Bartenders, old ladies, security guards, they're glued to the TVs like it's the World Cup. That's the crazy genius of it. Truman is not just a character. He's literally entertainment for billions. And the second he starts breaking free, the whole world leans forward. Christoph sees it too, but instead of letting him go, he doubles down on it. He's like, we need to tighten control. Translation, throw every excuse in the script at this man until he gives up. Except Truman, he's too far gone. He's not just suspicious anymore. He's planning an escape that's gonna break the whole illusion. Bro is really Neo waking up from the Matrix at the moment. Every glance, every smile in Sea Haven feels faker than a fast food ice cream machine working sign. And now he's ready to test the system for real. So one night, Meryl snaps and leaves the show entirely. She's gone. No more fake Coco ads. No perfect housewife routine. She's just written out. And honestly, you can't blame her. Imagine being trapped in a marriage where your husband keeps yelling, who are you talking to? Every time you mention a blender. Christoph tries damage control, but Truman's too busy plotting his jailbreak to even notice. And here's where things get fun. Truman plays possum. He pretends to go about his day, goes to bed like normal, blanket pulled up, all cozy and junk. But when the cameras cut back hours later, boom, dummy in the bed. Truman's gone. For the first time in 30 years, the star of the Truman Show is off script. Christoph absolutely loses
it. And that's the fact. Wait, he been doing this for 30 years? Yeah, bro, ain't no way, son. This show should not be going on for 30 years. So let that show have bangers after bangers after bangers. And I promise you, this thing should not even have bangers after bangers.
He calls emergency lockdown. The sun rises in the middle of the night. Extras flood the streets searching. Dogs sniff every corner. Even the radio starts blaring fake announcements like, "Missing person alert. Please report if you see Truman." Billions of viewers at home are going bonkers. I'm talking losing their minds. This isn't just a TV show anymore. It's like a live hostage situation, except the hostage
Bitly can generate QR codes like this, and they have a variety of different looks and styles. You can customize it to match your brand vibe, from colors to actually
finally dipped. The search escalates until Kristoff finally thinks, where would Truman go? The one place we've spent his whole life convincing him not to go, and that's when it hits him. The water. Sure enough, they find him. Truman's on his little sailboat thinking this one piece, wobbling like a man who hasn't touched water since his childhood trauma. He's determined though. He's finally challenging the one thing they've used to trap him. No more phobia, no more excuses, just him and the open sea. Kristoff, watching him from this all-seeing chair, decides to crank the weather system. At first, it's just rough waves, then thunder, then a full-on storm in this junk. We're talking hurricane mode. The producers are begging him to stop. You'll kill him! But Kristoff doesn't care.
And dude said, "You gonna have to kill me," or something like that. "You gonna have to kill me," or something. I was like, I don't know. I remember he said something like that.
His whole career, his entire dome empire depends on Truman staying in that box. Truman, he's hanging on for dear life too. The boat tips, water crashes down, and at one point, he's literally thrown overboard clinging to the mast of the boat. He's screaming in a storm, "Is that the best you can do?" Bro is taunting the director. I know he back in the booth hitting that Arthur fist. And the audience watching at home, they crying, cheering, and losing every brain cell in their head. Finally, the storm dies down, and Truman is battered, soaked, but bro alive. He keeps sailing inch by inch until the boat smacks into a wall. Literally, the dome painted sky. After 30 years of reality, he's staring at a flat wall of blue, the edge of his world. He climbs out, fist pounding at the wall like, "This is it. I found the glitch." And sure enough, there's a staircase, a little exit door marked exit.
And ain't Morgan Freeman came out of nowhere or something? Was talking about like he was Jesus or some stuff like that. I don't know if that's right or right. I think Morgan Freeman came out of nowhere.
Kristoff, desperate, grabs the microphone and speaks directly to him for the first time in his life. "Truman!" His voice booming from the sky like God in the Old Testament. He tries to sweet talk him too. "There's no more truth out there than in here. I know you better than you know yourself. Please stay." And for a second, Truman just stands there, quiet, looking at the exit. The entire world is holding their breath. Like maybe he'll just accept it, keep living his comfortable sitcom life with fake friends and product placement. But then the smirk creeps in, that same smile that he's had since the first scene. He looks up, tips his head toward the sky where Kristoff is hiding, and hits him with the coldest sign-off in movie history. "In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night." Boom, mic drop. I'm talking curtains called in this moment now. He bows, turns, and walks straight through the exit door without looking back. The entire world watching the Truman Show starts erupting. I'm talking they going crazy. Bartenders cheering.
Oh yeah,
old lady.
he forgot that part. That girl was helping him out and stuff like that, and she got kicked out. So he skipped some parts. I mean, it's good reason, but it is what it is.
He's crying, random security guards clapping at the screens, billions of people celebrating one man finally breaking free from the prison they spent years tuning in to watch. It's the ultimate irony. They loved him because he was real, but they never wanted to let him actually live until now. Kristoff, bro, silent. I'm talking, I know he tarnished. Man just got hit with the one outcome he couldn't script. His perfect star, his perfect illusion, gone in an instant. You can see it on his face too. Man out here trying to play God, but Truman proved he a God with a lowercase g. He ain't the real one. And outside the dome, Truman steps into the unknown for the first time. We don't see what's out there, but we don't need to. The point isn't where he goes, it's that he chose to go at all. The movie ends not with fanfare, but with a joke. I'm talking these TV audiences immediately flip their channels like, okay, What else was on? Because even after a man literally escapes a fake reality, people still got these TikTok 6-second short attention spans. But for Truman, this is everything. From the world's happiest insurance salesman to a man to fight a Hollywood director trying to play God. Truman Burbank is finally free. That's a real nigga. And JMF, thanks for all the support.
Man, I know Morgan Freeman came out of nowhere in this movie saying he skipped some roles. I know Morgan Freeman was in this movie. But if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow us, social media pop on the screen. We're on the road to 500, and I'm out.